And my first question is, if a voter were to ask you why they should vote for you, what would you say?
I've got, there's 12 years of schooling. There's 12 continents over there, and here there's a lot of people that are trying to vote. And I belong to the Catholic Church as a RCIA 25 years, and I support Roe versus Wade until it stops.
Okay.
And when the Dixon schools 170 are nicer, Dixon attracts more people and more businesses to our Dixon city limits. And Tuesday, March 10th, 2015, I wrote this. Superintendent Jagger drove a ex-student delivery Dodge. In a fog together, we traveled to Freeport Middle School in Freeport, Illinois. And again, we drove together. And Scott Johnson and Tom Lemoyne I support as they drove up alone to a group of over 150 people. I sat next to Mr. George Regal of Green Architects, and Mr. Jagger sat across, and Ronald Lee Hicks sat by, acting Superintendent Marge Empen. Difference, support children, gifted and bright, and everyone else also in school.
My next question here is, the Dixon Education Association and the district will soon begin negotiating with teachers. During the recent negotiations, there was a work stoppage. How can a work stoppage be avoided, and what is the school board member's role in teaching negotiations?
Well, I've met with 15 teachers already. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my mother-in-law's on this. Lou Burke's on it as a student aide, and I've got 1, 2, 3 teachers that are in the family. So they keep me up pretty much on everything that's going on.
So you have teachers in your family?
Yeah, in the immediate family. Yeah, Barb Helfrich, Whitney Helfrich, Lou Burke. My daughter's trying to get into, she's got a 2 years, she's trying to be a substitute teacher. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So how can that then help your role in the school board when it comes to teacher negotiations?
Well, again, it's a team effort. Down in Ohio, there was 4 of us, and we voted in, and down there was a little different because you know why? I think that the 1%, Dixon School 170 are nice. We attract businesses, and thank you to Whiteside County and the facts about the 1% sales tax increase. It's a fair tax. I swear every time anyone in Dixon, Illinois, they pay 1 cent per dollar for each dollar spent. And I think also that, the farmers are paying 9%. If they paid 10%, hey, you know yourself, you got a house. You know what's happened to the houses. It's a little flat. Well, you know what it's happened to the farm ground. A $500 farm maybe 20 years ago. Well, it's gradually went up to where it's $10,000 an acre. Because we got a family farm that my dad bought $50 an acre, and now it's worth, $500,000. See that?
What are your thoughts on the current school buildings in the school district, and do you believe the high school should continue to be in its current building?
Again, you got to work through the superintendent, and I'm going to miss Jagger, but I'm going to be working with Marge Emmen and Dolph Ricks now. It's going to be a little harder, and there's no guarantee that you're going to be getting on. But again, I support Scott Lemoyne and Tom Lemoyne.
State budget cuts could mean reduced funding for schools. If that happens, there could be some budget cuts that could be made. In your opinion, what are some things the school district could possibly do without as a way to balance the budget?
Did you see the pile of papers that they sent me?
Mm-mm.
I got a pile of papers from each one of them. I think they need a Paperwork Reduction Act. Because they have a whole, it's 212, 211, to whatever. They tried to disrespect me by giving me a pile of papers like that.
Is there anything else you feel like they can do without, or is it just the papers?
Again, I got a college degree, and I kept good records when I was farming.